Chef Pachi.
Hi, today with Chef Pachi, we are gonna make some amazing recipes for kids, toddlers, and even older kids if you want to send them for school. They have absolutely no sugar, and we made our mix that's delicious. If you want to add a little bit of sweetness for older kids, then you can add maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons of coconut sugar or brown sugar. Here we go. So we are gonna stand the original recipe, which is like the basic recipe, has 3 ingredients: oats, oil, and 1 egg. We are going to sweeten it though with a cup of apple juice. So it's 4 basic ingredients, not 3. Here we go. Let's take a spatula. To this recipe, you can add anything you want. It's not sweet when you taste it, so it's perfect for children that don't eat really sweet food. But if you want to start a kid eating things that are healthier, what you can do is put some powdered sugar on top of them, and then the next time you put a little less powdered sugar and a little less, and then it'll come the time when they don't need to add any sugar. Now these cookies can be frozen in rounds just to flatten them to be ready. You can freeze them or refrigerate them in logs, which I'm going to show you in 1 minute. Okay, so this goes all into the food processor. If your food processor is one like this, they are going to be a little less grainy. If you have a small food processor, then they're going to be a little more grainy as they come out. But they are fantastic. Oh, okay, that's the basic recipe. I forgot something. I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. And I use a very good vanilla, so I don't have to add that much. And I'm going to use 4 drops of orange oil. You can add orange peel, but oops, I don't have the dropper here, so I'm going to add a little less than 1/4 cup because it is very strong, like an eighth of a teaspoon. If your children are eating sugar now and you want to wean them out of sugar, it sounds weird, but you can add a pinch of salt. Oops, that's not the salt. Like just a pinch of salt, because it's going to elevate the sweetness of the apples. Here we go. And our dough, our cookie dough, is ready. I left it a little more grainy, like it comes from a small food processor. I could do it just a little less liquid if I process it a little bit longer. So here we go. And I'm going to refrigerate it for 30 minutes so that I can scoop it out and make the cookies. I forgot to put something in them. The chocolate chips. Let me put some of the chocolate chips inside. Sorry, but it happens. sometimes. And these are bittersweet chocolate chips. Bittersweet chocolate chips have a little less sugar than unsweetened chocolate chips. Yes. Now we can mix our chocolate chips in the bowl. And we can mix this with the spatula or with a fork. You know, I love to use forks. They are my favorite cooking tool after the mandolin. And we are ready. Here come the forks. We mix. And we're ready to place in the fridge. You know, you can use it. You can also make the ones that is just the basic recipe, and then you can add like a piece of chocolate chunk in the center when you see that we're going to put them on a baking pan, and that's it. Maybe sometimes kids like it better because they can bite into the chocolate with the first bite and then feel the sweetness, even though they don't feel it all over. But we did it today like this, and we'll put them in the fridge and come right back. Now we're going to put our baby cookies out from the fridge. They were in the fridge while I made the other ones in a baking pan, and you can use the scoop that you want. I use this scoop. They don't actually grow a lot. We're going to flatten them out a little bit in a minute. Some of the dough that's on the side doesn't have chips. That's why I keep moving it from the side to make sure that they all come out with chips. Okay, so we are going to put them in the fridge for a little bit. They are delicious. Absolutely delicious. And once they're gotten a little bit harder, they go into the oven. So here I have some from yesterday that I wanted to keep to show you how you can roll it and freeze it. You can freeze them in mounds and you can freeze them rolled to cut them up. These ones have chia seeds that I didn't add to mine so that we could try different things. So here we go. I'm going to place half of our dough. It was in the fridge all night, but now it's really malleable. I took it out this morning though, because from the fridge directly it comes out like butter. Let's do it. They do fit in the smaller parchment, but it's not that easy to roll and keep it the same size than with the larger piece. Let's try with a smaller piece. And you'll see it's going to give me a little more trouble. Yeah, I can do it like this because they are cold enough. What you want to do is press out the air from them so that they stay rolled. And then Just turn the sides. Okay, so here we go with our 2 rows of cookies.